Okay, now I clicked on it.
Oh, finally. I was starting to question you for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, Daniel would question everything, but not listen to the answers.
Like,
Okay.
you can say anything, bizarre.
You have no proof of that.
Yeah,
Just
no
bouncing the audio
proof.
really quick.
Oh, I'm bouncing the audio. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Okay, now let me start the stream on Discord.
Yeah, finally.
Okay, so guys, I did a little bit of searching and a little perusing on Twitter. I just a smidge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Well, what is this?
Yeah. So all this shit took me like 8 hours to find.
It took you
Oh my gosh.
hours to find.
Really?
To be fair, I was just doom scrolling for 8 hours, and this is the best of what I found. So I figure might as well turn that doom scrolling into something productive. You know?
Yikes.
So first off, we have here, you start out with a banger. So the European leaders gathered in Albania.
Wait, are you
community
streaming
center.
right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stream's not popping up. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, continue.
Wait. Phone's glitching out. What the fuck? Ah. You're just so fucking annoying. Okay. European leaders gathered in Albania for a political community summit, where in a cheeky opening video clip, the heads of states were portrayed as babies. Read more about the summit here. So let's just go through the clip really quick.
Albania'ya hoş gelmişsiniz. Bienvenue en Albanie.
It's just
Welcome to Albania.
so fucking
Welcome
weird.
in Albanian.
It's so
Kita yang
creepy.
Albania.
As creepy as
Welcome
fuck.
to Albanian. Welcome in Albania.
That's not
Just-
in the
just look at
slightest.
Just look at Zelensky here. He's the leader of a country being invaded in a fight for survival, right? And he's in this fucking capital-esque from the Hunger Games political summit in Albania. His countrymen are dying. He's just watching the world leaders being turned into babies.
Welcome in Albania. Albania.
His reaction.
Dobrodošli u Albaniju. Tervetuloa Albaniaan. Welkom in Albanië. Üdvözöljük Albániában. Dobrodošli u Albanië.
Oh boy.
look at Erdogan's face. He's like kind of weary, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of.
He suspects something.
He
Like
suspects
a
something's up.
disturbance in the force.
He's kind of worried a little bit.
Yeah.
Albanië. Eine Woche.
Turn him into a baby.
Look at him.
What?
Look at him at the end.
Okay.
Wow, this is what they
No.
call a pro gamer move.
Looking off to the left.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, he's right there. He looks fucking furious. He looks a little bit. From this angle, he looks a little bit like an old Adolf Hitler.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit. But that's not the funniest part of this, right? So this leader right here, wait.
Albania.
This one. He's the leader of Azerbaijan, right? Now if you look to your top left, you'll see a group of tabs called Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let's see what we have in Uh-oh. So the baby right here is the leader of Azerbaijan. You know who else is the leader of Azerbaijan? This guy.
Who? Oh yeah?
Look at his glorious face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ilham Aliyev, right?
Mhm.
Azerbaijan's despotic leader, despotic ruler, throws tantrum in unprecedented crackdown on pro-democracy rivals. Radio Free Liberty Europe says. Radio Free Europe. Facing growing public dissent over corruption, a mismanaged economy, his handling of the coronavirus pandemic, and no progress in the country's long-running conflict of neighboring Armenia, Azerbaijan's strong-arm ruler Ilham Aliyev decided to crack down on the opposition. Basically jailed a bunch of opposition candidates and protesters who went after an entire political party.
What? That is something a baby would do.
You know what? True. I like how they use the word tantrum too. So, well, you know, that's not the only thing that he's done. You know,
Yeah.
everybody kind of occasionally dabbles in imprisoning your political opponents, right? But
Yeah.
this guy took it to the
Sure.
next step. Azerbaijan, cluster munitions used in Nagorno-Karabakh.
Oh.
Azerbaijan has repeatedly used widely banned cluster munitions. Now, that on its face isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Cluster munitions have been used by both sides of the Russia-Ukrainian war, right?
Yeah.
But the real kicker is that he used these cluster munitions in residential areas. That's why
Well, I mean,
Human Rights Watch.
technically, if you want to check out the opposition, they won't be prepared for it on their block.
Yes, sir. The 2020 bombardment of Stepanakert, the first day of the Nagorno-Karabakh war, Stepanakert, a city of 60,000 people, was bombed for 6 weeks. International third parties consistently confirmed evidence of the indiscriminate use of cluster bombs and missiles by Azerbaijan against civilian areas lacking any military installations.
Oh my god.
No, wait,
They didn't
quickly
even
go
have
back
any
to
means of
baby.
defending
Wait,
themselves.
quickly go back to the baby image.
Yeah?
Yeah, just
look
absorb
at it.
this in.
Just absorb it.
You know what? I don't see any difference.
True.
You know what? You
He
might be
really
right.
is just a baby in a mustache.
If you close your
so-
eyes, it's
Also not to-
almost like nothing changed at all.
Also, not to mention, you know, attacking your political opponents, you know, whatever. But I wonder how he's been in office for 22 years straight. Uh-oh.
I think he's just a good leader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a good leader. There, he's always.
And that's why he's been there.
Next up, we're gonna sip.
My God, he
Tayyip
looks like a more
Erdogan.
wrinkly engineer right there.
Yeah, shut the fuck up when I'm speaking. Let's go look at Erdogan. Oh, Orban's had some goofy stuff going on too, but we'll just. I don't want the segment to go on for too long. So, Erdogan's cute little visage right there.
It looks like Tom Cruise right next to him a little bit.
They turn. What? Who?
The guy with the like just a little bit. Yeah.
It's Macron.
He gives me what you call Tom Cruise vibes.
Okay.
A little bit.
So they turn Erdogan into a little baby, right? Well, let's go see what the uh-oh folder has. You know, he's kind of a like innocuous looking old man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, he's also been president for more than 10 years.
Well, he's just
2025. What?
Yeah,
he's just a good leader.
Yeah.
2025 Turkish protests. Protests began throughout Turkey on 19th of March 2025 following the detention and arrest of Ikram. I am not gonna pretend to know how to pronounce that.
Yikes.
Well, wait. No, since Erdogan is like pronounced with like a W, maybe it's Imamoglu, perhaps?
Molu?
Molu? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Imamoglu was the primary opposition candidate for the future Turkish presidential election against Erdogan, right? So he jailed his political rival. Here's the BBC. He was jailed for calling somebody an idiot.
No, that's pretty fair.
Yeah. He
I hate being called an idiot too.
Yeah. He got jailed for 2 years, the odd time of 2 years, 7 months, and 15 days.
Whoa.
What's 2 years, 7 months, and 15 days from now? I haven't looked this up yet, but I'm guessing. Oh, you know, wait, no, actually.
Oh.
He might be out in time for the elections.
Oh.
Oh, but wait, there's more. The sentence also includes a political ban. So, uh-oh. Not only that, the Turkish economy hasn't been doing so hot. The Turkish lira. Fuck. Let's go look at the Turkish lira to USD over the course of 5 years.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That's quite a draw. So
looks kind of familiar, actually.
Happy, yeah.
Being a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
Looks a little familiar.
True.
We know nothing of the plight of the Turkish lira, the Turkish dollar.
Yeah, they're just really misunderstood.
So, armed with this information, let's go watch this video again one last time.
Albanya'ya hoş gelmişsiniz. Bienvenido al Albania. Welcome to Albania. Velkommen in Albanien. Witajmy w Albanii. Velkommen til Albanien.
Yo.
Welkom in Albanii. Pari kalus Albania. Dobrodošli u Albaniju.
So keep in mind, wait, where is he? Wait, this guy. This is the president of Armenia. the president of the
Oh
nation
yeah.
that this guy bombarded. Is this is like
I'm
the
sure
equivalent.
they both love that.
Yeah. I'm sure they do. This is the equivalent of like having the Polish and Soviet representatives, like leaders, in a summit, like a political summit in like 1925 in Europe, and then like representing them both as babies. It's just
Yeah, imagine if they did this with, like, they did this like Poland and Nazi Germany and
yeah.
Dobrodošli u
They have
Albaniju.
both of the leaders
we're
at the
trying to
summit.
foster. Yeah, this is how you foster peace, though, Luke.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get the grind.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get the grind, Boo Bear.
Yikes.
Yeah. It's cringe, by the way.
Tervetuloa Albaniaan.
No, it's not.
Welkom in Albanië.
That's cringe.
Üdvözöljük
No.
Albániában. Dobrodošli u Albaniu. Witamy w Albanii. A nebo tu
The man of the hour.
Yep.
Yep. such a good and cute little wholesome video.
True.
Yeah, it is. It
I
just
just
warms the
thought that-
heart.
Yeah, it really warmed my heart.
Yeah, it did.
Now let's get on to the memes, though. Would you rather look like Jar Jar Binks or talk like Jar Jar Binks? You're not allowed to kill yourself.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
choose both?
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I'm already like halfway to looking like him, so like, might as well go the whole way.
True.
We're cooked. ChatGPT now gets more monthly visitors than Wikipedia.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
that's great news.
Yeah,
Ooh.
phenomenal. Who up drinking creeper milk right now?
Dang. Vanilla green?
Ooh, creeper milk.
Does it come out green too? Does it come out green?
Your 10-digit grid coordinates. I need this fucking creeper milk more than you could ever know.
Wow.
And this one is funny. So this is just some random VTuber, I think. I collaborate with smaller streamers because it feels like a new opportunity to meet someone who shares a passion for content creation. It isn't meant for growth. Yeah, that's an instant block for me, bro. What did they say? Bro, you wonder why your channel is dying? You're collabing with nobodies, bro.
What the heck?
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god.
What?
I just have some random person just straight up fucking put you on blast.
Nobody. Oh.
You literally wrote it like, bro, you wonder why your channel is dying? You're collabing with nobodies, bro!
So butthurt.
And he did the laughing crying emoji, so he's like, nobody's, bro! Literally hit him with the Joker laugh
Damn.
True.
in the
The
same vein.
Jumpler laugh.
But where do you genuinely find people to play duo queue with? Because Rift queue, I don't know what that is filled to the brim with retards. Like, what is this, bro? So sometimes it do be like this on Discord. Elena. Rank? Wow, I know this is coming out of nowhere, but I was wondering if you could help me out with something. I don't usually do this. but would you mind helping me out with paying for my rent? I live alone. I separated with my parents a while ago, and now I'm just really struggling to even stay alive. Like, wow! And maybe in return, I could do some favors for you, where that you and me can do some stuff to make you feel better in interesting way that I could help out. Look at your flies with.
God.
It only makes sense that you read through all of it to continue. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out there, boy!
Oh my gosh.
Get a job!
That was another guy. Elena is a guy.
Yeah, it is, probably. So this
Dang.
monkey, right?
Yeah.
In 2009, an orangutan in an Australian zoo aborted an ingenious escape plan. She short-circuited the electric fence around her enclosure by jamming a stick into the wires connected to it, and then pulled up debris to climb a wall. However, instead of escaping, she sat on the fence for 30 minutes before voluntarily returning.
Damn.
And
Yeah, dude.
That's a
I
base
just thought-
homegirl right there.
True. That's
true.
a queen right there.
Yeah.
And this is what Sis was like. She was sitting up on top of the fence like this. I have no enemies.
Yeah, she doesn't.
True.
Bro was up there having an anime moment.
True.
Yeah, just thinking about life. Think about life.
Think about life.
No regret.
Okay, so this one. So this one's a story a little bit, right? So this is a picture of a guy and his wife from the Great Depression.
Yeah.
An unemployed lumber worker and his wife in Oregon, August of 1939. If you zoom in on the photo, you can clearly see his social security number tattooed onto the bicep of his right arm.
Oh my
Oh shit.
Based?
Paste?
I better do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public records.
Yeah.
Public records reveal that the social security number belonged to a man named Thomas Cave, who was born on July 1912 and died in Portland, 1980. Based off of this information, he would be 27 years old when this photo was taken. Right? He does look like a 27-year-old man.
Like 27. Yeah.
Using other genealogical references, you can find his full name, Tillman Thomas Ers Cave, and the name of his wife, Vivian. According to the 1940 census, Mr. Cave was still married to Vivian. He was renting a house in Shasta, Oregon at the time, and was a truck driver with an 8th grade education. So, for the time, he's got quite a bit going on upstairs.
Yeah. You know,
Vivian.
maybe a little spark in his noggin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vivian was a fruit picker on a farm. Right? Between 1940 and 41, he goes to prison, and Vivian promptly files for the divorce. According to a newspaper article, Mr. Cave visits her house when he gets out of prison in 1942. He's been a bad boy,
Oh.
but not too bad because he got out the next year.
Yeah.
The purpose of his visit is to discuss domestic matters, but she ends up shooting him in the abdomen. Uh-oh. The same year, by being shot in the abdomen, records reveal that Mr. Cave joins the military. His enlistment records reveal that he was 5'8" and he was divorced with dependents. So, he joined them. So, this is the notes that I took on the post when I put them in the Discord. Well, just got shot in the stomach. Time to go to World War II now. Bro realized that he actually liked getting shot in the stomach.
Yeah, he did.
That
No,
shot
that looks
locked
like-
him in, dude.
Yeah, look at his eyes. You know that's the eyes of a man who's a little freak.
Yeah, true.
That was the
freaking like
shot
that.
felt around his tummy.
Yeah, he's
true.
like,
It was like, damn.
ooh,
Ooh,
I like it like that.
yummy,
Yeah.
yummy
This
lead
is-
in my tummy.
Dude,
Oh
this is
God.
this is him. This is him. Okay, I said a reaction clip in Nino content. This is
Yeah.
the clip of him finding out that Pearl Harbor got bombed.
Hey, where'd you get that? You need that plant fruit.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought that was funny that like he goes to prison, gets a divorce from his wife. When he gets out of prison, he goes to visit his wife. She shoots him in the stomach, and then that very same year,
Understandably so.
what?
Understandably so.
True. He gets shot in the stomach for undescribed reasons. What the fuck? You can like just there's a hotkey for blocking people? Wait, what button did I press?
What?
It's like a hotkey for blocking people. I don't know what button it was. But so go to prison, Sag, get out of prison, happy, wife shoots you in the abdomen, Sag, go join World War II, happy. He's just such a happy guy. He doesn't let life get him down. Oh.
Finally, thank God, I have pee.
Okay, you know what? I finally just. Yeah, I was. I was starting to question. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm losing something that I never had. Because I said a joke and it was just met with pure silence. I was like, oh, that's right, I'm not funny.
Oh wow! The only reason you keep us around is to laugh at your jokes. Is that what?
So, this anime girl, notice anything about her?
Oh my God! That's foul.
That is foul, but what's even more foul is that it's based in reality.
Oh
The guy looks fucking happy. Look at his face.
Yeah, he looks elated.
How
He's
is
like,
that?
yo.
He's falling, dude.
How is
Dude,
that possible,
I don't know,
bro?
dude.
What?
When he said Final Destination. That is Final Destination.
Instead of going after his life, it's going after his future children's life.
Yeah. Yo,
God.
fuck this Airbnb. It's like a little gremlin in the
Gosh,
phone.
so
Yeah.
scary, bro.
His name is Randy, and he's a rad bro.
Yep.
He's a rad bro.
Okay, so this one. What's your guys' types, both dudes and girls? Provide image if possible for reference if you wanna. If she slapped my ass and told me to get her a beer, I would come instantly. And then somebody in the reply said, at Grok, make her bald and obese. Dude.
You know, Grok delivered.
Oh,
True.
Thanks, Grok.
oh,
Oh. Damn.
big boy.
Oh, so beautiful. Extra
Oh,
daunting.
Snacks like these are gonna eat themselves, you know.
Yes,
Oh,
that's like-
true. So, we lost a good man today. Bizarre.
Really?
This is in Akihabara. Dear customer, I'm too addicted to VTuber, so I'll be closed for a while.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh, God, there's another one. I saw the same sign saying the owner addicted to VTuber, but it's ramen shop in Ikebukuro.
Oh,
God.
God. We're losing.
I like how
them.
they state the reason.
Yeah.
We'll be open again shortly. It's just like, nah, I'm too addicted, bro.
Oh,
He's like,
God.
my favorite VTuber just graduated. I'm killing myself.
They turned 18. I'm killing myself.
Oh shit!
my favorite lolly VTuber debuted a model that doesn't look like a child. Let me kill myself. When I want to watch blue, but my bitch wife wants to watch orange. Sometimes it be like that.
True.
You just want to fucking sit down and watch blue, but your fucking bitch wife wants to watch orange.
Yeah, I fucking hate that, dude. I fucking hate that shit.
He's like, He's like, why are you watching orange when blue is better? I watch orange because I like it. And I love it. I'm just itching to watch it again. So, this is a cataclysmic Armageddonal L.
Yeah.
The Pyrenean ibex went extinct in 2000 when a tree fell on the last one. In 2009, her clone died, making it the only species to have gone extinct twice.
Oh God!
Oh! Oh God!
Poor Pyrenean.
Oh,
Ibex.
Pyrenean.
God.
The Pyrenean ibex. That's a generational L.
True. That's it.
God's like, stay down, final warning.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I go watch this Chinese drone ship that they just. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so loud. There you go. We'll turn it down. So, China just released that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody said the Chinese drone operator watching a single electronic warfare aircraft fry his entire swarm. Within this post. What?
What does that mean?
Oh, so that means that an electronic warfare aircraft has like very powerful jammers on them, right? So if the electronic warfare aircraft manages to jam the Chinese drone swarm, the Chinese drone operator is gonna lose connection to his entire swarm. So this would be the Chinese operator watching his entire swarm just be like swept out from under his fingers.
It slipped through my fingers.
Through my fingers. But then apparently this post got recognized by Chinese nationalists. So then this guy replied with this tweet left the intended audience. Consider the following. Oh god.
Starting to see a trend as someone's go-to the go-to install or the go-to response, I guess.
True. But it's an ugly bastard comic.
Oh.
Time has frozen. No. Wait, what's an ugly bastard voice? Time has frozen as I trigger the stopwatch. You won't be able to move. I know what's coming next. Click. It's your fault for being careless. Being so careless while walking down the street like this. Don't worry, I'll be really gentle. Wait. Open image in new tab. But actually, he time stopped in order to save her from getting isekai'd.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
You know what?
Whoa, that was a close one. If I hadn't gotten here just in time, who knows what would have happened. That truck was driving like it wanted to isekai someone.
Dang, true.
Oh,
So it's
Yeah, you know, you can't judge a book by a cover.
yeah. It's the altruistic ugly bastard.
true.
Yeah, and you know what? He's beautiful.
True. It's the ugly gentleman.
Yeah, true.
Unappealing gentleman.
There.
Outwardly unappealing gentleman.
He's doing Christ's work.
True.
Doing such good.
So this post accidentally killed a baby snake while mowing.
Oh no!
But wait, he might not have to kill himself. Chester forgives you on behalf of snake kind.
Oh,
He knows
wow.
it wasn't intentional.
You know,
That's
those
true.
eyes do look kind and forgiving.
True.
Chester knows when to forgive.
Chester
and
knows
when
that
to forget.
accidents happen. Chester knows that
Exactly.
accidents happen.
Exactly. So forgiving, very forgiving. This one
Does he deserve
isn't
it?
funny.
Maybe not, but it's still offered.
True. This one isn't funny, but it's just interesting. Look at how easily Cotton picks. Look at that. Comes out perfectly.
Except for all the terrible thorns on it. If you're not
Well,
careful
yeah,
in picking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
that one was really.
yeah, it's like oh. So look at this superior American engineering right here, right?
Yeah.
The J-20 is a Chinese aircraft. J-20 tummy is underwhelming compared to the F-35s, not gonna lie. Here's the Chinese one,
That's funny.
and here's a fucking F-35!
Hey!
Damn, it looks
Hot
like
damn.
airplane abs.
Six pack.
He's got
Yeah.
airplane abs.
I'm gooning. Oh, oh.
It's like, if I'm gonna get struck down from an air-to-air missile, I want the thing to look good while doing it.
True.
True.
My
The other
God.
one's like,
Look,
this one's
basic
like
bitch.
Elon
What?
Musk. This one's Elon Musk. And this one,
Yes.
and
got the barrel
Next.
chest.
Yeah, why
the
didn't
next
they?
one is Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Got much more
man.
definition in it. Less
True.
noodle arm like. Look at that.
Yeah,
noodle
why
arm?
didn't the Chinese think of that?
I know.
Keeping their airplane bellies a six-pack? Hello? That's part of
Exactly.
human experience.
Exactly.
It's all right to have a six-pack.
Us
F-35.
tummy enjoyers
True.
are eating
Six
good
pack.
with the F-35. Chinese tummy enjoyers, not so much.
Exactly. The having abs is powerful for a human to have. So like they put it on a plane. And you know what? I would say it's the most powerful plane because they have those tummy abs.
Yeah, look, it's
Okay.
American excellence right there.
Yeah, that's American excellence.
Yep.
I don't speak the lion's language, but I totally understand what this lion's saying here. So
Looks like a
Guy
beta
throws-
scar.
guy throws meat at him, right? Lion licks its maw. And he clicks his fingers at it and pisses off the lion.
Oh
Lion
my
didn't like
gosh.
that. Didn't like that disrespect. Lion knew it was
Yeah,
up.
it didn't.
My
Nah,
god.
I know what you playing.
Pussy is
You
angry.
playing with me every day.
You playing, bro. Watch that
I
video
don't
time.
want your meager offering. When all you've ever shown me is disrespect.
Damn.
Yeah. Didn't like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals. Look at this one.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
Dog comes in whiling. He acting a fool.
He's giving
gonna
them all
stop
the
him?
1-2. The what
Oh.
for?
Oh, who's stopping him? Which one of these is going to stop him? Is it going to be A, little beta white dog right here? Dog that looks just like all the other white dogs in the area. Or is big, hulking black dog. Onyx King. Look. Oh, there's a confrontation happening. He bows to the normal looking weird dog. Look at that. Look at that fucking angle, bro. He went top down, bottom up.
I know.
What the fuck did that motherfucker do to him?
Yeah, I know. What this motherfucker doing to warrant this? Oh my god. That's the biggest fucking dick energy I've ever seen. It's a big dick energy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
dog whiling. Somebody got to come stop him. Not Onyx King. It's the fucking weird dog that just looks like a basic bitch dog. My god, such alpha energy. This dog doesn't even fight back. You know, he's a little unhappy, but he doesn't even fight
He's
back.
already
just
on
like,
the
"All right."
ground.
Yeah, he's like, okay, you know what? I ain't fighting. I ain't fighting that guy.
I don't know if I can fight, Chief.
Yeah, he's barking down there. He's like, hey, I ain't happy about it, but I ain't fighting you. Right? He's like,
Yeah.
and this dog, he comes in, his expression doesn't change. All the way back here. He looks slightly peeved, if not disinterested.
Yeah, true.
I'm like, what is this? Okay. Get down. He's like, calm the fuck down. Stop tweaking.
He doesn't even bare his teeth at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even bare his teeth. He's like, calm down. This ain't a fucking dog park. Right? You can go
He on
tweaking.
some alpha shit.
True, he is.
It's the
He's- I like
alpha,
how
the alphas, dude.
I like how this German Shepherd doesn't give a fuck. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
But then he gets up and starts barking as soon as it catches a glimpse of that dog. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This dog doesn't give a fuck until he sees this dog. Oh my god. Dude,
It's like, oh wow.
Damn.
Shit's going
that's
down.
the highest amount of alpha energy I've ever seen in a piece of like footage of any animal ever.
Yeah.
I know.
This is like a fucking scene from like a Disney movie, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch that dog come
I know.
in one more time. We'll watch the whole thing one last time.
Just
Yeah.
like you can't write this, bro.
True. I think this goes beyond the term power top.
That's a king.
True.
He's like, calm down.
He's like,
Come, young
he's
one.
like somewhat gentle with them too.
Show me your
Like a
problem.
noble king would.
Yeah. So this, ooh, security guard
Oh,
Oh.
waited her whole life to get to do that. Right? Boom! 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 Oh, somebody slaps
Oh,
her. Somebody
shit.
comes at her with a so you know those like fighting games, like that Naruto fighting game where you could swap out fighters?
Yeah.
Look, security guard starts beating him. He's at like 98%, right? Health critical. He swaps out big white woman. He's like, you know what? Woman on woman violence.
Yeah.
He swaps out with ketchup nails.
Yeah. Look, she comes in, lands a good hit, but it's ineffective. Let's see how she responds. Let's see how Giga Stacy responds. Oh! Oh! Down and out. She's critical.
And the dad and the guy right there looks terrified.
Yeah, he is terrified. He has good reason to be. Dude, he just won.
She popped her eye out.
Yeah, I know. She's gonna need facial reconstruction surgery.
Yeah. Poor ketchup nail. Like,
put her like 130% in one hit.
True.
Her Rossing Shuriken didn't.
Yeah, dude.
It didn't go over well.
True.
Yeah. She's got rifle plates on, and she's guarding what looks like a fucking casino.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah, boom, boom. Comes in, slaps her. Boom!
Dang!
Reorients herself and runs out of the building like an attack dog.
Yeah, she like races out of there, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, turn around. She like swiped at him. He knows that he just... This is the equivalent of not having a storm shelter and having a F5 tornado wipe out your entire neighborhood. Right? See the swipe? The swipe right here? She almost killed him. He's like, hey, wait, don't kill me. She almost kills him. And he's like, oh my god. Look at the fear on his face. The terror.
He's silent.
Yeah. As she... Like, whoa, what just happened? He doesn't even know what happened. She was too fast. The girl's crying. She's like, oh no. My choices. Dude, looks like a portion of her face is missing.
Yeah.
Those anime characters that get hit by like a fucking like Rasen Shuriken laser, and then they like spew out blood. They look down, like half of their abdomen is missing, and there's like a very clear circle cut out of their chest. that looks like that. It's her hair, but it looks like part of her face is gone. My god.
Rawson's sure he couldn't.
What did this guy do to draw such attention?
I know, from such a wrathful
beats him out of the building.
He like
side quest,
out like
and then he chases after her.
Damn!
Bro, he
incurred the wrath of the hurricane!
He raced out like, you know, Grima was thrown out of that hall by Theoden. That's what he ran away like.
Yeah, exactly. He used her as a smoke screen. He was like, get out of my way! She's like, where did he go?
Get out of my way!
Yeah, they
let me out of
Casey. Hurricane Casey, dude.
True. She was not ready for that.
Yeah.
Boom. Wombo combo. Kick. Oh, side quest. Boom. Gone. Face gone.
Big Blue terrified.
Dang, she's like, bitches want that smoke till I bring it to the doorstep.
True.
Yeah. Alright. So this next post, it's also security related, right? But I'm gonna need to play this sound effect to go with it. You'll understand why. Uh-oh, literal spawn camping. Bro tried to shoot up some kind of store in Las Vegas. Oh god! Oh!
Oh god!
Oh god, no!
What happened to Cookie Monster?
Yeah, so this guy was an active shooter in Las Vegas, right? But as this picture illustrates, he tried running out of the building like a Call of Duty sprinting The thing is, he forgot to crouch as he was coming out of the building while sprinting, like true Call of Duty.
And the cop had a UAV, so like there wasn't getting out of this.
Exactly.
He didn't have his sneak enabled.
No, he didn't. But this is the perfect sound.
What was Blood trying to do looking like that?
I don't know, dude. There's this fucking baller again. Look at this. My god. Yeah. Turn that up. Damn! Look at that. Oh!
So
Big dick
base,
energy.
bro. That was huge dick energy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn. Yeah, we will never be as legendary as that, unfortunately.
Nah, dude. You ain't hitting that. You ain't even getting in the ballpark of this.
Peru.
Oh, that was a pretty bad crash.
Yeah.
You know what? Real recognizes real. It's like, damn, sounds good. Turn that shit up. Fuck.
Damn.
He didn't let a
Shit.
crash get in the way of his good time.
True.
No, he didn't. Bro is a tech priest from 40K, making plasma weapons out of car parts and scrap metal in the hood. He's a tech priest from 40K. Look at this. 10% power. Oh!
Oh my god. Mark 3.
Mark 3, 20% power.
Go tune out the camera.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Look at that. 20% power.
Dang, literally like Lex Luthor or something.
Oh,
The white man sees this and fears us. This is why they keep us in ghettos.
Dang.
Dude, that is fucking scary, bro.
True.
My god. The Chinese, though, couldn't let that slide. They had to reply with a...
Yeah, from China game.
Yeah, they had to reply with some tech of their own, right?
After the tummy troubles, they're like, nah, we gotta make up for it somehow.
Yeah, we gotta respond.
Yeah. After the
remote
Mark
control-
3 and tummy troubles, yikes, we need to respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A remote controlled plane with an ending you won't see coming. Look at this. Oh shit. Damn. Oh, what the fuck?
What is that?
What came out? Airdrop. Fortnite. It's a fucking chicken.
It's a chicken!
Oh
It's a
shit!
chicken.
右上角关注点一下，谢谢大家。
Dude, that chicken just got up and started racing away.
Yeah.
True.
He had an objective to go capture, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
got
for such
the-
purpose.
Yeah. Look. Airborne infantry. It gets ejected out of the aircraft.
True.
Boom. Immediately rushes to the barn.
He's got
You know
I
that
got
needs to
hands
take
to
cover
protect.
immediately.
He's like, yo, I gotta get back to work.
That's
These bills ain't
insane.
gonna pay themselves, motherfucker.
True.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't run from the cops if you're in Arkansas. They'll pit everything. Right? Wait. So, motorcyclist is the one he's going after.
Which way is he going with Dolly?
Stand by, we're going in.
Normally you don't pit maneuver motorcycles, right? But
Yeah.
this ain't normal. This is Arkansas, motherfucker. Boom!
Oh!
Sitting on the
Wow!
ground. Brian.
That's brutal!
Oh, ambulance, I knocked him off his bike. He's on.
Oh god.
He's like, look at this idiot!
If he had,
Got
you
him.
know, it would be more appropriate if they had black and yellow, like clothes, to signify that they're as aggressive as hornets.
True.
I know!
It's you know, I feel like if this guy was just wanted for speeding, cops shouldn't have done that, right? That's fucked up. But
Yeah.
we don't know what this guy was wanted for.
Yeah, that's true. If he was like shooting up someplace beforehand, they caught him. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if he's,
definitely
like-
warranted.
Yeah, but we don't know. So reserve
Yeah, we
judgment,
don't know.
but
That just looks
damn.
pretty brutal.
Oh.
He's got like the road rash on his back.
Bro, I would just sit there, lay there like a corpse as well. If he's laying there like he's had a run-in with Dommy Mommy, bro.
And
Yeah.
he did. He came in contact with Dommy Daddy.
Wow.
He did. That's insane. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't know whether to feel bad
he's
for him
off.
or not.
yeah, you're gonna like this one, Bezaw.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is an ad
I already love it.
for a mobile game, and I don't even know what game this is. I'm pretty sure it's a Zero Lane. So it's a game about like Navy like combat, right? What
Oh
the
my God.
fuck is this
It
advertisement?
looks like it. Yeah, it looks like Navy combat.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
it looks like
What
it,
the
yeah.
fuck is this?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Dude, this is
I
a
don't even know
fucking
if you can
Navy
show that
game.
YouTube.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think I'll get banned for that, but still. I mean, hey, if my
Oh
account
my-
gets suspended, oh well, I don't give a fuck. I have like no subscribers. I'll just make a new one. But my god, what the fuck is this ad even for?
Oh, I
know.
know.
I mean, that's
It's
a
the
rhetorical
Lord
question
and the
because
Gooners,
you
dude.
know what it's for. It's a rhetorical question because you know what it's for. But what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Bro, that's like the naval thing is like the thinnest veneer.
No, dude,
I
I
know.
don't know about you, but I don't see ships anywhere in this video, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, that's insane.
Wow.
Now,
I
this
do
is
see
from
a couple of floaters though.
Yeah, true.
No, I do see buoyancy. Just say
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
true. You know, you might be right.
that. Maybe she's the ship.
True. Well, actually, she might be. Okay, so this is an artist slash VTuber or whatever. I don't know. I'll never forget the time where I had a crush on a streamer, and he seemed to reciprocate the feelings. So we ended up FaceTiming, and he stood up, pulled his pants down. Now, this is where it deviates from my expectation. If somebody FaceTimes you and pulls their pants down, what do you think they're gonna do? Right? Like, they're gonna pull their cock out. Like that's kind of what you're
Yeah.
expecting.
I was gonna say like
Uh-uh.
maybe like a tramp stamp tattoo. That's generally
This
what
guy?
happens, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. This guy, he subverts our expectations. He pulls his pants down and shows her his ass. What the fuck? He stood up. He stood up. So that means he placed the phone down in front of him.
Maybe
He's looking for Donnie Mommy.
Stood up.
He's looking for Donnie Mommy.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'm ready to get paid.
Yeah. He pulled his
Or
pants down
maybe
and
it's
showed
just
her his
like
ass.
maybe it's just a natural defense mechanism. You know how like those like lizards have those like flats at the sides of their like neck? Maybe that's what he was just doing.
I don't
Felt
know.
threatened by her.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is the first time we ever called or even seen each other.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
I got the ick. Never
Wow,
talked
you
to him
might-
since then. Well, he showed you his ass. Be grateful, Hanny.
He was
B.
presenting. Hello, he was
Yeah.
presenting to his
Yeah,
alpha.
he gave it to you on a golden platter.
Yeah.
And the only thing he responded with was, "Sorry, I'm autistic."
Oh my god.
Dude. My god.
Wow.
Okay, so apparently you're gonna like this one, Bezaw.
Oh
There
yeah.
An F5 tornado,
Oh,
and it was
shit.
designated an F5 a couple days ago.
What? Really?
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Oh my
Yeah. See, I knew.
God.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I knew you were. Yeah, I knew you were gonna like this post because this guy is the same as you. He's literally the same as you. And
Yeah.
he said, someone take away TikTok from the WX children." And then
The
look
weather
at this.
children.
We broke the EF5 drought. No way!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! We broke the EF5 drought, guys! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah!
Why are
No
they
way!
celebrating it?
I don't think they just need to take his
We're
fun away. I
celebrating.
think they need to put him down at this point. Like, damn.
The drought?
Jesus.
Oh my
Christ.
god.
We broke the EF5 drought, guys! No way!
Bro, I saw this one live on Ryan
Really?
Hall's
Yeah.
stream. I didn't think it was gonna be an EF5. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, main vortex and satellite tornado.
Yeah. It was
Oh
like
my
comprised of
God.
like potentially two
Wind
tornadoes.
speeds over 200. Bro,
Mhm.
what about the tornado that was last year that was 300 miles an hour? That
Oh
broke
my
apart
God.
those windmills.
It didn't cause F5 damage. Right, yeah, see, I knew you were gonna take this
Bro.
post and go like a dog with a bone, right?
Yeah, you know it. That's crazy. They give it to this, but not
Yeah.
the others. Not the rolling fork. Not last year.
Because some of the workers
they
have.
give it to one. I mean,
Nope.
not that it's really all that important. It sucks that like it happens at all. I just
Yeah.
don't get their standards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But oh
speaking-
my god, bro.
Speaking of nature, 28 years of my life, and this is my first time seeing a queen ant.
Today was another day of donating some baby ants to them because some of their work.
Look at this. A minute. Oh my
Oh my
God.
Is that
god.
their queen?
That's the queen.
Oh my god.
That thing
I've
is going to be appearing in my dreams for the next decade.
Oh my god.
Look
I thought
at that
queens
thing.
I thought queens were just like maybe like 50 times bigger. Not that much bigger, bro.
I know.
Dude.
That's
insane.
crazy.
And apparently they have like soldier ones as well. Leafcutter
Oh.
ants. And they fly.
Oh
my
my god, no
They
way.
got fucking bulging veins going throughout their wings.
Yeah. That's insane.
Gosh.
When I saw that, my jaw dropped. I was flabbergasted.
Oh my god.
All your flabbers were gasted.
Oh my god. It's like
Wow.
matte colored. It has like a
How
matte
are they the
finish to
same
it.
species?
Yeah.
That's one big motherfucker.
True.
Damn.
Okay, so this is this is kind of goofy. The editing on. Okay, so you know what Eurovision is?
No.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a music contest that Europe holds, I think, every year.
Oh, okay.
Among the entirety of Europe, and like Australia and Israel are invited to it.
Yeah.
So this is one of the contestants from Eurovision, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is the first non-binary performer in the show's history.
Yeah.
Will they be a normal performance? Cast your bets in now. Will it be a standard performance, or is it going to be something a little bit more?
Dang! They're going the Freddie Mercury route!
What is the editing on this, dude? Looks like they just escaped from Arkham Asylum. Like, yo, where's Batman? Come and get this fucking freak. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think this is the Junkler.
Yeah, this is the Chonkler, bro.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Wait, they're not just repeating it?
No, I'm repeat. So the video starts here, right?
Okay.
But the rest of this is their video editing. What is this editing? They're trying to make them look insane.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, what is this? Hey, Batman, come get your boy. What the fuck is that?
Oh my gosh.
That's
like,
that's insane.
That's like they're like trying to go for like a Freddie Mercury, like, or David Bowie.
You know, trying to go for
thing,
like.
but like all they're doing is just like doing like a weird opera thing.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury Jonkler Fortnite edition.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just hollering.
Yeah. So look at this one. You will never be a child and experience watching anime in 8-minute 3-part clips on an episode in 480p on YouTube again. And I said,
Oh, I remember
thank God,
that.
bro. That shit fucking sucked. Who would have nostalgia for that?
Yeah, I know.
I hated that shit.
Yeah, no, I remember that. And why on earth would you condemn someone else to doing that? Why would you wish that upon someone else?
True.
Yeah.
So annoying, bro. Also, YouTube looked nothing like that, bro. Well,
yeah.
I mean, it did at one point in time, but
yeah,
not. It looked much more like the current YouTube does before they stopped or they started taking that shit down, right? So
yeah.
They're acting like this was like YouTube 20 years ago. No, this was like 10 years ago, and YouTube looked nothing like that when they took it down.
Yeah.
Like, this is what YouTube looked like in like what, 2008? Maybe not even.
When was Toradora?
I don't even know.
Wait,
Wait.
let me go look it up.
Yeah.
Toradora.
Toradora.
Yeah, see, 2008. I was right.
Yeah.
So, it's like anime on YouTube was there until like what, 2016 maybe? Maybe not the big name anime, but regular ones were.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one. unrelated from the last post, but it's kind of based. So, Russia's been using a hidden fleet of cargo vessels that are registered in the names of like other countries, right? In order to get around oil sanctions. So that way they can keep exporting oil, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Estonians suspected a vessel under the flag of, I think it was like some kind of West African nation. It was a West African nation flagged tanker vessel in their waters. And they were like, that's probably a Russian vessel. So they sent a helicopter out to try and board the vessel to see if it was truly from the Russians' shadow fleet. But so like that's the Estonian helicopter right there. But then and there's another Estonian aircraft. Then a Russian fighter jet comes in. No, I guess it's not in the video. And like starts just harassing the Estonian aircraft and like waving it away from the ship, right?
Yeah.
This is inside Estonian airspace, and this is inside Estonian waters.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, okay. So this is a West African Navy vessel. For some reason, the Russian Air Force comes out to defend it when there's a potential boarding action from a NATO nation on it. Weird. Right?
Bro, not even being subtle.
No. But the thing is, Estonia really didn't do anything about it. And so this guy posted, Europeans need to grow some balls. In 2015, a Turkish F-16 shot down a Russian aircraft after it breached Turkish airspace for just 17 seconds.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So,
God.
in their airspace for just 17 seconds, and they fucking shot it down.
Oh my God.
And the Estonians
Wow.
let a Russian jet like scare off their helicopter.
Bro.
It's like, dude. That's kind
Yeah,
of,
they gotta, in order to keep up with the big boys, they're gonna need to start making some big boy actions, I guess.
rude. And this, I just thought that this looked really cool. It was like very aesthetic. So this is a Ukrainian fighter jet launching bombs after flying from low altitude. But look, it's like, oh, it's like a nice flower field. Flies past him, activates his burners. Flies up. Releases its bombs right there. And then turns
Lays its
away.
eggs. It opens its cloaca, releases its eggs.
Yep. Well, no, this aircraft doesn't have a cloaca. If you want to see a cloaca,
Oh, going back to the F-35.
yeah. Look at this. Cloaca.
Oh, shit. It like flashed us.
Yeah,
It's
it
flashing
did.
the camera.
It is
Damn.
flashing the camera.
Damn, who knew those abs turned into a cloaca?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, true. Wait, I gotta go back quick.
Okay. Okay. When Bezog gets back, taking the autism test.
Oh.
Or I am.
Uh-oh. Cringe taking an autism test?
Yeah. So
Damn.
the way I want to do this is I want you guys to also take the test, and I'm gonna stop the stream and we're gonna return with our results.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and click on the link that I just sent.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. We're doing the 50 statement autism spectrum quotient.
How long is this gonna take?
I don't know. 5 to 10 minutes.
Alright.
Alright, Bezaw. In the Discord, I pasted a link. Go to that
Yeah.
link. You're gonna take the 50 statement autism spectrum quotient.
50 statement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stop the stream and we're gonna take the tests individually, and after we're done we're all gonna come back.
Okay.
We're all gonna mute.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so the stream's just gonna keep going in the back?
Well, I'm gonna take it by myself and you guys are gonna take it.
Oh, okay. Alright, go ahead and mute. Or should I deafen?
You can just mute. Okay. Take the autism spectrum quotient. For each statement below, choose one response that best describes how strongly that statement applies to you. I prefer to do things with others rather than on my own. Slightly agree. I prefer to do things the same way over and over again. Kind of agree. If I try to imagine something, I find it very easy to create a picture in my mind. Yeah. I frequently get so strongly absorbed in one thing that I lose sight of other things. Frequently? Not really, but somewhat occasionally. I often notice small sounds when others do not. It's really 50-50. So like, maybe not? Actually, no, wait, sometimes I do. I usually notice car number plates or similar strings of information. Uh-oh. Maybe not car number plates, but certain strings of information. Other people frequently tell me that what I've said is impolite, even though I think it's polite. Used to be a problem for me. When I'm reading a story, I can easily imagine what the characters might look like. Definitely agree. I'm fascinated by dates. Ooh, definitely agree. Social group, I can easily keep track of several different people's conversations. Not really. Not easily. Maybe like 2. I find social situations easy. Yeah. I tend to notice details that others do not. Occasionally. I would rather go to a library than a party. Sometimes. I find making up stories easy. Sometimes. I find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things. Ooh, I feel like I slightly disagree about that one. I do have a tendency to get attached to objects. I tend to have very strong interests, which I get upset about if I can't pursue. Kind of? I feel like that's kind of like everyone, though. I enjoy social chit-chat. Yeah, for the most part. When I talk, it isn't always easy. It isn't... Okay, fuck. I'm hearing myself in the microphone right now. When I talk, it isn't easy for others to get a word in edgeways. I feel like slightly disagree, but it's not really a question for me to answer. Guys.
What?
I ran into a question that I myself can't answer, but you can answer.
Oh, shit.
When I talk, it isn't always easy for others to get a word in edgewise.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically with me, it's stronger because you're such a brazen asshole and I'm such a soft little femboy.
Thanks for the input. Now go back to the test. Okay. Slightly agree. I am fascinated by numbers. Certain numbers. Not the too complicated ones, but, you know, history dates, you know, is pretty nice. When I'm reading a story, I find it difficult to work out the characters' intentions. Sometimes. I don't particularly enjoy reading fiction. Disagreeing. I find it hard to make new friends. Actually, no. I notice patterns in things all the time. Sometimes. I would rather go to the theater than a museum. Ooh, that one's hard. I wish there was like a middle option. It does not upset me if my daily routine is disturbed. Depends if I have prior knowledge or if it just jumps up on me. I'll say slightly disagree. I frequently find that I don't know how to keep a conversation going. Not really. Sometimes. I find it easy to read between the lines when someone is talking to me. Yeah. I usually concentrate more on the whole picture rather than the small details. I think so. I'm not very good at remembering phone numbers. If I put my mind to it, I am, but otherwise not really. If I really try to, I can. I don't usually notice small changes in a situation or a person's appearance. Yeah, generally not. I know how to tell if someone is listening to me, or if someone listening to me getting bored. Generally, I can. I find it easy to do more than one thing at once. No. When I talk on the phone, I'm not sure when it's my turn to speak. Sometimes it depends on the person I'm talking with. Like, I'm sure from watching this VOD that you can tell that we tend to talk over each other quite a bit, so maybe we're all just autistic as fuck. Sometimes. I enjoy doing things spontaneously, not generally. I'm often the last to understand the point of a joke. Not generally. I find it easy to work out what someone is thinking or feeling just by looking at their face. Not generally. Sometimes. If there is an interruption, I can switch back to what I was doing very quickly. Generally, yeah. I'm good at social chit-chat. I feel like I am. People often tell me that I keep going on and on about the same thing. Yeah. When I was young, I used to enjoy playing games involving pretending with other children. Yeah. I like to collect information about categories of things. Definitely agree. I find it difficult to imagine what it would be like to be someone else. No. I like to plan any activities I participate in carefully. Sometimes. I enjoy social occasions. Yeah. I find it difficult to work out people's intentions. Sometimes. Occasionally. New situations make me anxious. Yeah, but it doesn't stop me. I enjoy meeting new people. For the most part. I'm a good diplomat. Sometimes, but most of the time, if I'm like arguing, not really. It depends if it's a problem that I'm personally involved with. If it's somebody else's problem, I feel like I am. If it's something that I'm involved with, not generally. I'm not very good at remembering people's date of birth. Generally not. Yeah. I find it very easy to play games with children that involve pretending. What does it mean very easy? Sometimes it's like annoying, but I can. Yeah, I guess. Okay, score of 27. Are you guys done?
Almost.
Done.
Okay, we'll wait for Naniel. Aspie quiz. Do you have burgers? Asperger's? Are you
Okay, I'm
retarded?
done.
Okay. What's everybody's score?
21.
Okay.
I'm 9. What?
Interesting. Interesting. I feel like you might not have fully answered all those questions, honestly, but that might just be cope.
What are you talking about?
I got a 27.
Yeah, I did.
Well, there was wait, let me go
That's
see
no
it.
surprise, actually.
Okay,
I didn't
it's one
expect
of
Daniel
the
to get a lower
questions.
score than me.
It's like, oh, there's one where it's like, yeah, it's 32. I find it easy to do more than one thing at once. It's like, well, what the fuck are you saying? Like, it could be mean anything at that point, dude.
Like, can you game while listening and also like engage in like a debate?
Oh, okay. Then I definitely agree with that.
Interesting.
Okay. That just put it down another point, so it's at 20 right now.
Okay. You know what?
I think this clears a lot. This answers a lot of things.
Fuck you guys. I feel like Bezos a bit higher than 9 though. Not gonna lie. Maybe at least like a 15 or something.
15? Well, I answered.
Absorbing that copium, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all pretty autistic and I'm just honest about it.
Well, hey, I tried answering as clearly as possible.
Yeah,
But hey,
too.
I didn't get a score of 32 or higher.
Oh,
So,
but
It's
you
just-
were kind of really close, though. Like,
Yeah.
yikes, you were
5 points off is
points away.
pretty big. That's quite a bit.
Yikes. I would hate to be
Yeah.
you right now.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think? Okay. Well, what about the question that you said? Do you think that you can get a word in edgewise with me?
For the most part, yeah.
But you didn't.
Well, I feel like, let's see. Oh, like, just through you, or, like, Luke?
Through me, like.
Yeah, I can. You know, like, usually. Unless you're, like, in a heated argument, but that's, like, different.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Daniel, though, sometimes it does feel a little bit tough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were saying, like, it does feel a little tough to be autistic.
No. I mean, that too, but no.
Well, when he's being a troll, yeah.
Yeah, but just, like, normally,
Yeah, normally not necessarily. I think I can get a word in on the or
It depends if he's joking. If he's like in a joking mood, it's like sometimes impossible. He just like keeps cutting you off.
yeah, but
most
he's
of the
doing it
time,
on
yeah, it's pretty
purpose.
good.
Just because he's doing it on purpose. I
Uh,
imagine, like, if you're
sure.
autistic, you're kind of doing it without even really realizing it.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I sometimes cut off people too. But
you know,
Yeah, I
without
think
realizing it as well.
Yeah, I think you're the one that cuts off where is the hardest to get a word in, but it's not like, our parents. Our parents are a little tougher.
Yeah.
So it's not like, it's like, uh-oh. Mom and dad might be autistic.
Oh, God.
Dude, if they took that quiz, it'd both be over 32, bro.
Probably.
No, if they took that quiz honestly.
Yeah, if they were honest about it.
Yeah.
Let me try to find another
You know what?
question that might not be up to it.
What?
I'm trying to find a question that you guys might have a different answer on.
I literally got 3 times your score.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I know. It's like I notice patterns in things all the time, and I said definitely disagree. I notice details.
Oh god.
I notice details that others don't. I said definitely disagree.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Okay,
Sorry,
I
that
frequently
exhaust.
find that I don't know how to keep the conversation going. I said slightly agree. Do you guys think that's a definitely or?
What did you say?
The question is, I frequently find that I don't know how to keep a conversation going. I said slightly agree.
You generally know how to keep a conversation going.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't usually notice small changes in a situation or a person's appearance. I said definitely agree.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
Yeah, I like doing things spontaneous.
Let's see where. Okay, wait. Let's go to the top and look at the. Let's find the difference in our autism.
Okay.
Okay, so go to question 1.
Okay.
Right.
Mainly, I'm comparing with Bezaw here because I'm 3 times your score. So. I prefer to do things with others rather than on my own.
I said slightly disagree.
I said slightly agree.
Yeah, because some things I like doing with people, like gaming, and some
Yeah.
things I like doing on my own. So I said
Yeah,
slightly
exactly.
disagree.
Okay. I selected slightly agree because
Okay.
Yeah,
you
same. I did slightly agree as well.
okay. 2. I prefer to do things the same way over and over again.
I said slightly disagree because I
Yeah.
do mixing things up.
Yeah. I said slightly agree. If I try to imagine something, I find it easy to create a picture in my mind.
I did definitely agree.
Yeah, definitely agree.
See, depends on what it means by imagining something. Like, I can imagine something, but not like a crystal clear picture.
For the most part, I feel like I can.
Yeah, no, I can have a crystal clear picture.
Yeah. I frequently get so strongly absorbed in one thing that I lose sight of other things.
I said definitely agree. I definitely do that.
I slightly agree.
So, this means that, let's say you're gaming, you can't pay attention to other things.
Well,
it means if you
you're
get wrapped up researching something or playing a game, you lose sight of doing other things, like maybe any potential responsibilities you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree with that. Slightly disagree.
Okay.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, no. Mom will tell me to do things, and then I'll get to working and I'll completely forget. Utterly forget. Not even the slightest.
Oh god.
I often notice small sounds when others do not.
Definitely agree. That's the one thing I do know. That's the one thing I do notice.
That's true.
Yeah.
I said slightly agree.
Yeah, slightly agree.
Okay. I usually notice car number plates or similar strings of information.
Definitely disagree. I don't notice things like that at all. Even if I physically try my hardest, I still don't really notice that, or other strings of information like that.
I put definitely agree.
I put slightly agree.
Yeah,
Maybe
you're
not-
a lot more observant than I am.
Maybe not car number plates specifically, but it's the similar strings of information
Yeah.
that get me.
Yeah, you've always been like that. Like, you had that, like, book when you were, like, 8 that had all the the car, like, model numbers. It was, like, thousands of car model numbers and then their specs and everything, and you would, like, memorize them. That's when I knew.
The 2003 Consumer Reports.
Yeah, the Consumer Reports. I remember you paid for some of those too.
Yeah, I did.
You paid for like motor. What was it called? It was like something motor.
Trend.
Yeah, Motor Trend. I was like, damn.
It was
What
only
a
like
nerd.
$10 for the year.
I didn't know about autism back then. I was just like, what a nerd.
Yeah, wait, where's the fucking book? It's like the size of a small phone book. There's no.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It was like much thicker than this. Because I know we got it at the library like book sale that they had, where they were trying to sell out like.
Yeah.
They're trying to clear inventory or something. I can't find it here. But yeah, it was like a thick ass book.
Yeah, it was.
Other people frequently tell me that what I've said is impolite, even though I think it is polite.
I don't think anybody's actually ever said that to me. So I said definitely disagree.
Let's
I
see,
put- I put slightly agree.
yeah.
Because it doesn't happen frequently, but it happens often enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I think I might be.
telling you.
I might be. Actually, I'll click slightly disagree because I feel like I'm more cautious with saying. like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm generally the
Yeah, you are
asshole.
more cautious.
yeah.
Yeah, you generally. Yeah,
When
but I
I'm
don't
reading
think anybody's ever told that to me, so I said.
Oh, really? Wow. When I'm reading a story, I can easily imagine what the characters might look like.
Yeah,
Slightly
definitely agree.
I definitely agreed as well.
Yeah.
I am fascinated by dates.
Definitely disagree. As soon as I see a number, my mind goes blank.
I feel like this entire test is like, do you like numbers literally at all? If you do, you're way more autistic than anybody who fucking hates numbers.
They're going for the stereotypes, you know? They're targeting
Yeah, they
you.
are.
I think
Uh-oh.
they made this knowing that you'd eventually take it. They're
Oh.
targeting you.
Uh-oh. As long as the numbers aren't complicated. You know?
And they never are to you.
Oh god. In a social group, I can easily keep track of several different people's conversations.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I slightly disagreed. I can generally keep track of like 2.
Yeah, I could keep track of like 2 to 3.
Yeah. And then I can like decide which one to weigh in on.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I find social situations easy.
I just slightly agree. Because I'm anxious about it, but I don't like run into a roadblock generally.
I definitely agreed. I feel like I'm pretty good at social situations.
Yeah.
Recently, I've been noticing that I've been having an easier time with social interactions. So I just slightly agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've always been you're like more of a social butterfly than the rest of us. You have
Me
like
or Nathan,
more like active friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Me or Naniel?
Daniel.
Yeah. Generally.
But yeah, I don't
But,
think
yeah,
any
Daniel-
of us-
When I say social situations, I'm thinking more of like just strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally, yeah. So like Naniel tends to have more friends, but me and Bezaw tend to do better in public, I feel like.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Although I feel like I bowled over Naniel's answer to the last question. I remember about to answer, and then I was just like, alright, I'm just gonna read the next question.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
it took too long to
But
answer.
at least you noticed.
Yeah.
I did notice,
Okay.
and I continued anyway.
Okay, well, I did slightly disagree. I can still pay attention to maybe like 2, at most like 3.
Yeah. Okay. I tend to notice details that others do not.
I definitely agree.
I definitely disagree.
Oh god.
Oh
I
god.
slightly agreed. Because I generally feel like there's certainly some times where something just completely flies over my head. But sometimes I tend to catch things that people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather go to a library than a party.
That's a definitely agree.
I said slightly agree.
I slightly disagree. I think I like parties more than the library.
Damn. Daniel getting
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. You know, he's always been the ladies' man.
Damn.
Even when I was a little baby with my pinky.
Yeah, true. The ladies were all over him all the time.
I find making up stories easy.
Definitely agree.
Well, actually, wait. No, you're right. Naniel has always been a ladies' man. Because, you know, like worker bees, they tend to be female.
You fuck. Don't make me fucking go in there and kiss you right
You've been swarmed by bees like 3 times in your life.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Real chick
True, he has. One time when we abandoned him.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Abandoned him in a pool when he was too young
when he
to
was
get
like
out on
2,
his
yeah.
own.
I abandoned him on one of those inflatable pools.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
I find making up stories easy.
Yeah. If I'm joking, I feel like I can make up good stories or good like joke stories.
Okay.
Not necessarily to lie though.
Okay. I put
can
down
do
definitely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Bezop put definitely agree as well.
Yeah.
Literally your entire fucking job.
True. It's just a lie.
Yep. I find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things.
I did slightly agree.
I did slightly
What is it?
disagree.
What
I
does
tend
it
to get
mean?
pretty attracted to objects.
Oh, I know you do. Hence that what F-37 with the abs.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I know what you were doing.
Oh. Yeah.
When it says when it says
My
I
god.
find myself drawn more strongly to people than to things. Does that mean like items or like okay.
Like say like military, like equipment and stuff, or
Oh, okay.
like you guys are more interested say for instance, usually in the like military weapons and everything, I'm more interested in like the people themselves, you know? Like
Yeah.
stuff.
I slightly disagree.
Okay. I tend to have very strong interests, which I get upset about if I can't pursue.
This is slightly agree.
Same.
Uh,
I feel like this is most people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy. Daniel, your answer.
Slightly agree as well.
Okay. I enjoy social chit chat. Slightly agree.
Yeah, I did slightly agree.
What is? Wait a minute.
Daniel, do you know what fucking anything is?
What?
You asked like
It's just
I
like,
don't
hey, how
really
you
know
doing?
what that is for like every single fucking question that we have on this list.
Well, I just want to make sure I don't want to do like anything wrong.
Okay.
It's like, did you hear about that storm yesterday? It's like, oh yeah, it blew down like the Smith's house down the road. That's crazy, right? Yeah, it kind of is. That social chit.
Oh, okay.
No, social
Yeah,
chit chat. So Bezos lying to you. Social chit chat is when people chitter
Yeah,
their
yeah.
teeth to each other.
Oh, okay. Then I definitely agree.
Yeah.
You do that
Okay.
regularly.
Yeah. When I talk, it isn't always easy for others to get in a word edgewise. I put slightly agree.
But
I
definitely.
feel like I get bowled over just normally. Well,
Sometimes.
specifically when talking with you. So I'll go and just put slightly disagree.
Okay. I am fascinated by numbers.
Oh, you know my answer.
Oh yeah. We know how
when
this
it says
test was
numbers
weighted.
doesn't mean when it says numbers doesn't mean like numbers of like this thing produced or like numbers of like other things.
Just any fucking numbers, Daniel.
Okay, then if there's no like weight behind it, I disagree.
Well, okay. They don't
No, it
literally
means-
mean just numbers themselves. It's just like anything to do with
Okay.
numbers.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like what you said does qualify.
Yeah, for you it's definitely agree.
What the fuck is that supposed to
the-
be?
DM12 tungsten penetrator from the Leopard 2A6 can penetrate
Yeah.
up to 630 millimeters of gold
Get the
homogeneous
fuck outta
armor.
here. I only do that on War Thunder Wednesdays, okay? Listen to me, okay?
War Thunder Wednesday. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you didn't put definitely agree, I'm gonna kill myself right now.
Okay, then I just switched it over. Please? Like, please do it now.
Alright, gonna go kill myself.
Okay, thank God.
When I'm reading a story, I find it difficult to work out the character's intentions.
I put slightly disagree because good writing, it's either on either spectrum. If it's good writing or really bad writing, sometimes it surprises me. But for the most part, I can parse what their intentions are.
Yeah.
You said the word parse. Your score is definitely higher than 9. That's insane.
That's funny because
that's
you use it more than I do.
I've barely ever used the word parse. My
Yeah,
God.
I think I remember you
You
saying
say
it like
that.
last month, bud.
Shut the fuck up. The fact that you
Yeah.
remember me saying the word parse means that your score is much higher than 21.
Well, I just remember nearly everything, okay?
Dang.
Like,
Okay.
sorry,
Okay,
I don't
thanks for
zone
making
out.
mine.
I'm sorry, I don't zone out when somebody starts talking. Yikes.
Wow. Naniel.
I put slightly agree.
Omniscient.
Omniscient Naniel.
Yeah, omniscient
Yep.
Naniel.
I put slightly disagree.
You can work out characters' intentions
I feel like
as well as Bezos can.
probably to a lesser degree, but if there was like a lower stage than slightly disagree, then I would, do that. Like I feel like I lean more towards slightly disagree than slightly agree.
Okay, if you say so. I don't particularly enjoy reading fiction.
Definitely disagree.
I disagree. Definitely disagree.
I slightly disagreed. I like fiction, but I also like nonfiction.
Yeah, you read a lot more nonfiction.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I really like both fiction and history and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know you like reading fiction because you're the fact that your score is 21 is fictional as fuck.
You fucking.
I find it hard to make new friends.
I said slightly disagree because I know how to make new friends, but sometimes it's hard for me to maintain those friendships. So, I did slightly disagree.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I put definitely disagree because it's super fucking easy for me, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because like it's maintaining it that's the kind of trickier one.
Yeah, making friends is the easiest fucking part.
Yeah.
I noticed.
I feel like I feel like the initial first stage of it is a little harder for me, but I can definitely still make friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put slightly disagree.
Okay. I notice patterns and things all the time.
Definitely disagree.
Slightly agree.
Like I find patterns in the walls and the floors, so but not everything, just basically those things.
It's like patterns of behavior, patterns in this guy's coming at me with a Ruger this time, and last time he came at me with a F-35. So he's probably gonna mix it up and make a Ruger F-35.
Oh,
something like that. I'm trying to speak your language here.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
I think my score is now 35. After hearing that spiel, my god. I know you got something wrong intentionally. Don't tell me you didn't. I'm gonna have to kill you later if you did. I know that was intentional.
Yeah, mega cope, mad cope.
I would rather go to the theater than a museum.
Definitely agree.
I put slightly agree.
I feel like museums are interesting to me, but I think if the movie's really good, then I would much prefer to go to the theater rather than the museum.
Is it the gay, hot, femboy, ultra lover museum?
Damn. Then I definitely agree. Or, I definitely disagree.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if it's just a basic ass bareback bitch museum, nah. You're gonna catch me watching fucking John Wick 5 over looking at a pair of old balls from the Napoleonic era.
True.
Like what we saw earlier.
Yeah, that one fucking sex museum where it was they literally just put a fucking detached, disembodied penis on display.
Yeah,
That went hard though.
it did.
True.
Yeah.
Damn.
It does not upset me if my daily routine is disturbed.
Definitely agree. Because, like, I like it being switched up sometimes.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I put slightly disagree. I like warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you do.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in between slightly agree and definitely agree.
Don't get me wrong, I'm up for something. I just want to know about it beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I frequently find that I don't know how to keep a conversation going.
I just slightly agree. Sometimes, like, we run into, like, roadblocks where I'm like, wait.
I would slightly disagree. I feel like I'm decent at carrying a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's like with things I'm interested in, or not even interested in, I feel like just general conversation, I have slight problems. So I'll go ahead and do like slightly agree.
Okay. I find it easy to read between the lines when someone is talking to me.
I said definitely agree.
Yeah,
I
same.
can usually parse that.
2 times? Wow.
Ew.
Well, now it's
crazy
on my
work.
brain.
That's crazy
It's
work.
there.
Yeah, it's crazy work.
What about you, Nino?
I did slightly agree. You know, I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but I ain't no applesauce retard.
Okay. I usually concentrate more on the whole picture rather than the small details.
I said slightly agree.
I could
Depends on
definitely
what.
agree.
If it's like, it depends on what the whole picture is and the small details are. I feel like
I'm definitely a big picture kind of person.
Like, say, like, you're watching, I don't know, or whatever, you're mainly watching, like, the whole story, but if there's, like, foreshadowing or, you know, clues that are, like, in the little details, do you, like, notice those little clues all the time, or do you just, like, more just watch the, like, main plot?
I feel like I noticed some of those details.
I don't really think that's more of like a are you perceptive kind of question. This is more like a do you get lost in the weeds or do you keep track of the whole picture kind of question.
I feel like I just slightly agree with this.
Okay. What did you do, Bizarre?
I slightly agree.
Okay. Do you guys think that I'm putting myself too high on that agree list? Because I feel like I'm definitely agree.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering you're such a huge nerd and you're like, wait, let me take a step back. And you do this like every 10 to 20 milliseconds. You're like a human computer.
Okay. You know what?
You're such a machine,
Also,
but so autistic at the same time. Okay.
but also, you're also a TikTok brain, so I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell.
Well, sometimes if it's like something I don't give a fuck about, I don't give a fuck about the big picture, the whole picture, the small details, anything really. So I feel like it's not really a good gauge of it.
Yeah, no, I feel like you. I'll just take your word for it that you definitely agree.
That's your way of politely saying, yeah, that's fucking cap. I am not very good at remembering phone numbers.
Definitely agree.
I feel like if I really tried to, I could definitely remember phone numbers, so I guess I'll go and just do definitely.
I put slightly disagree because if it's like just a basic phone number that I'm relaying, I don't remember it. But if I try to remember it, I'm generally pretty good at remembering it. So I put slightly agree or slightly disagree. I
couldn't even remember our address for like the first 2 years.
Oh god.
I'll switch it to slightly disagree.
Okay. Bro, you didn't even know our zip code the other day.
Bro, yeah, I was confirming the zip code. I fucking said it first try just to fucking confirm it with you. Shut the fuck up!
Okay. I don't usually notice small changes in a situation or a person's appearance.
I definitely agree.
Definitely agree.
I definitely disagree because I feel like I always get and notice small changes in what like people do, and like
yeah, you have point. Yeah, he's pointed out things that I didn't notice. Like, oh. Like when mom, she cut off like 4 or 5 inches off her hair. He like noticed right away, but I didn't.
Oh really?
Yeah, when she gets new glasses, I generally notice that within like seconds. I'm like, oh, you got new glasses.
I generally only tend to be perceptive when it comes to things that I give a fuck about.
Oh, we fucking know that. Wait, if you don't just like
fuck about mom?
Her appearance?
Oh
no.
god!
Oh god! But it's like, yeah, we know that. Like, if we just delve just for like a second into a topic you don't give a fuck, you zone out for like 3 hours. What was that?
True.
True. I know how to tell if someone listening to me is getting bored.
Definitely agree.
Recently,
for you now,
I'm a lot better at it recently.
No, if you didn't put anything, if you put anything except definitely disagree, you're fucking capping.
I put
you're a
definitely
fucking
agree.
liar.
Yeah, go ahead and do us all a favor. Like, go ahead and do us all a favor.
Here's my
to definitely
you
disagree.
Bored me in tears your whole life.
Let me explain myself
about automobiles, about the logistics of the Polish War, about
carburetor works in a tank.
Yeah, everything.
Let me explain myself.
Yeah, you're gonna need to do a lot of explaining to chat.
I definitely notice. I just don't care.
So you're just the world's biggest asshole. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think you're capping, dude. I think you're such a big asshole.
No. Okay, so I agree.
And you don't notice.
Most of my life, it was definitely disagreeing. But the last couple of years,
to definitely disagree.
The last couple of years, I definitely noticed when people's eyes glaze over. You know, especially that one time I was talking about Soviet economics, and then one of our cousins just was like, "Oh, hold that thought. I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and then she just fucking walked away and never came back. That was the turning point. That was like, all right, I'm gonna try not to do that again with anybody except direct family.
You bastard.
Yeah, see, you guys are generally you guys are generally
awareness like 2 or 3 years ago, and you didn't do anything about it. No, you select that definitely disagree.
Nah,
Now,
see, because I noticed.
Yeah.
I noticed now.
Definitely disagree for Christ's sake.
Okay, then in my
No,
mind,
see-
in my head canon, you're at 35 right now.
No.
Yep, you're at 35.
Yep.
Wait,
Okay, anyway, I
wait.
did.
31,
Your turn is already over.
27.
Yeah.
Let's go see.
Shut up.
Wait. Okay. So it's still at 27. If I change it to definitely disagree, what's the score? It only goes up by 1.
It doesn't matter. If you don't
You know
do
what?
it, if you don't keep it
Definitely
like
agree.
that.
I notice. I just don't care.
You.
Yeah.
No, you don't. I propose you only notice about a third of the time.
No, I feel like I'm pretty good at gauging. But you guys are
I
literally.
bet you got
you guys
both
are
of
literally-
your hands clasped around your fucking neck, don't you?
I'm finding it hard to get a word in edgewise, Daniel.
We're shutting down your
Shut
bullshit.
up and switch it to definitely
Okay.
disagree, for Christ's sake.
No, dude.
You're just lying.
This is
Illegitimate.
chat. This is what happens when hurt people hurt people. These are hurt people crying out for justice.
And
Because
who hurt
historically-
us?
Historically, it was definitely disagree. But recently, it's like, you know what? I noticed it.
Yeah, in the
But you know
last like
what?
2 weeks.
Unless it's anybody but Daniel, Bezaw, or direct family. Unless it's anybody outside that group, I don't generally care. Y'all are the only people I talk to. Gotta get it
Y'all
out
don't
somewhere, or I'm
realize.
gonna, or it's
Chat.
gonna
You don't
manifest itself
realize
somehow.
Yeah,
the absolute agony we've had to endure.
yeah, hours
For years,
of him
yep,
just doing-
that's the case. I feel like it's
if
lessened
you thought
recently, though.
Tolkien was an autistic fuck for centering around the leaves of a fucking tree, yikes, you should live with this bloated motherfucker. Like, god damn.
True.
I mean, yeah.
I find it easy to do more than one
I'm
thing at
not
once.
done yet, motherfucker.
Okay. Done with what?
I know how to tell if someone is listening, or someone listening to me is getting bored.
Okay.
I put
continue.
slightly agree because I can pay attention to that. It's just I don't put energy in. It generally with their tone.
Okay. Very valuable addition, Daniel.
Well,
I
then
find it easy.
I thought it was very valuable, Daniel. Well, then why the fuck are we doing this? Why are we giving us opinions, huh? Fucking
You know it's
douchebag.
true, Daniel. What you got to
Just
say
take
for
Yeah,
yourself?
so
we just
fucking
fucking
long to
hurt
do
you,
it.
and you just want to hurt us back, you asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Valuable,
Yeah, this is a
valuable.
little bit of the pain you put us through.
Bearing my soul here. Yep. You definitely got me.
Good.
32. I find it easy to do more than one thing at once.
Definitely agree.
I definitely
Really?
agree.
Yeah.
I slightly disagree.
Really.
Oh, yeah.
I generally have to focus.
I actually find it.
on-
I actually find it more. It's easier to do a couple things at once. Actually.
I have to focus on one specific thing if I want to put like anything more than just surface level brain power into it.
Yeah, this is what War Thunder Wednesday has done to me. Like, I can pay attention to more things than just one thing at once. So
Yeah,
maybe you
yeah.
need to get
Comes
your
with
War
practice.
Thunder
That's why I'm
Simulator
terrible at War
grind
Thunder.
up.
Yeah. Skill issue.
Literally.
Yikes.
When I talk on the phone, I'm not sure when it's my turn to speak.
Definitely disagree.
I put slightly agree.
And now you're starting to pull apart.
Oh god. I did definitely disagree.
No fucking way.
Oh, you're
Turn that
like
to shit
way worse.
Turn that shit at least to slightly disagree. Have you even seen? If you watch this VOD, you're gonna get us talking over each other nonstop. And it's not all entirely my fault.
Okay.
Don't care.
When I'm thinking of it, I'm thinking of like, you know, silence or like just like one-on-one conversation.
Nah, you interrupt almost as much as me.
But he's trolling. Are you trolling?
It
Okay,
depends.
well, I'll move it down a peg, okay? Just for your sake. So you can sleep well tonight, babes.
Thank you. Yep. I enjoy doing things spontaneously.
Yeah. I said definitely agree.
Definitely disagree.
I slightly agree.
Phenomenal.
Depends on what the thing I'm doing is spontaneous.
Combusting?
Well, that's like the last thing I aim to do is just to combust.
It was like, oh, let's go see a movie today. It's like, oh yeah.
I'm like, okay. Couldn't you have told me this yesterday?
Pooh Bear needs a little warning.
Hey, I do need a little warning.
Yeah, Pooh Bear is Ryan posting right now. I would like, you know, some time before we actually go.
It's like, what do you think you're doing? You need a lot of time to get prepared.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't particularly appreciate having to go do something that you guys want to do without prior warning.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to do it when we warn you over and over and over and over again. But I know that ain't autism. That's just you. You know, I'm starting to think you are autistic. You're just a freak.
That's homophobic.
I think people are trying to assign these problems to a certain mental problem or whatever, a certain category. No, I think it's just you.
I am often the last to understand the point of a joke.
I slightly disagree.
Yeah, I slightly disagree as well.
Yeah, I feel
sometimes I am the last.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I definitely got a little ahead of myself when I put in definitely disagree. I feel like it's slightly disagree. Because sometimes I don't generally notice it, but most of the time I do.
Yeah.
And I'm generally not the last one.
Yeah.
I find it easy to work out what someone is thinking or feeling just by looking at their face.
Definitely agree.
I slightly disagree.
Hmm.
I actually took there was like this short that showed like flash a bunch of faces. I was gonna show you guys, but I forgot it. Where like it showed like what could this be or whatever, and I got every single one of them right. And other people, I guess, only got like I think it was like 4 or 5 of them, and everybody got like 3 to 4, but I got every single one, so
Damn.
I usually know.
Okay.
For
Well, that's why
me,
nobody's had to tell you directly when you're being impolite. You're being a
Yeah.
fucking bitch.
True.
okay, but for me, well, you can go ahead and go since you're like so worried about me like cutting you off.
Just shut the fuck up. You take so fucking long to say anything. Hurry up.
Like you can say anything. You're the master of that. You fucking take like 20 minutes just to get to your fucking point, you fucking douche. I could probably write a whole fucking essay on why I fucking hate you before you could even get one single word out.
Oh, hey. I think I just got a full 8 hours of sleep in the amount of time that you just
You're doing the Bezos laugh on purpose, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
On purpose. You're trying to sound like a little freak.
You see, chat, this is what we have to deal with daily. His daily Bezos laugh.
I
Yeah.
find it easy. I find it easy to work out what someone is thinking or feeling. Oh wait, never mind. We already did that one. If there is an
I haven't
interruption.
gotten to mine.
Oh my god, that's right. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I always look to cumin.
But I slightly disagree because I feel like I'm more focused on tone than the facial features, but it's not like I can't read facial features.
I feel
Okay,
like
next
you're
one,
the
freak.
least perceptible. You're the least perceptive among us.
When it comes to what, motherfucker?
People.
Yeah, facial expressions. Yeah, maybe. It's kind of hard to
What
tell.
do you mean maybe? He's definitely the least perceptive of us.
Yeah. You
like a
say
one
that,
Yeah,
but then continue
See,
going on to
I knew
say
you guys
about
weren't
your
being entirely honest when you gave your answers. So
Yeah. Entirely honest. Shut
I
the
find
fuck up. You weren't being honest with yourself either, bud.
if you're talking
Don't
about
think
answer
I've
31,
Yeah,
That's
don't
because-
think I forgot
okay,
about
you guys
answer
are
31
traumatized
already.
by the way I was,
Yeah.
and the way I'm going to continue to be.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, by the way you're gonna continue to be. There's
Yeah, but
no
don't-
change, thus it didn't
don't
happen,
know.
and you're lying.
Don't
You're lying.
go through your life not realizing that I noticed and just kept going anyway.
Yeah, okay.
You're lying.
Yeah,
Nah.
chat,
No,
don't
freak.
believe this bozo when he says
If
all these
there
things.
is an interruption, I can switch back to what I was doing very quickly.
It depends on what. If it's gaming, yes, I can lock in real quick.
I put slightly
If it's
agree.
I said slightly disagree because, like, if I'm writing or drawing or whatever, I get interrupted. It does take me a bit to get back into it.
It gets me out of it for like a minute, and then I can just lock back in. So I'll put definitely agree.
Okay. I am good at social chit chat.
I said slightly agree.
Slightly agree.
Yeah, slightly agree.
Yeah. Also something that Naniel has only recently come into.
Yeah, just move on.
But it didn't affect my life personally. It didn't affect my life personally as bad as your thing did.
Yeah.
People often
I never
me.
thought I would agree with a woman, but here I am.
But I agree with you all the time.
Fuck you.
Well, that's because Visa. That's because you tend to agree with the biggest bitch in the room at all times.
Yeah, true. I often agree with you as well.
Yeah,
Did I fucking stutter? People often tell me that I keep going on and on about the same thing.
You will! Deuce, definitely agree.
Well, the thing is, you guys don't tell me anymore because you found that it's futile to tell me.
Yeah, you fucking will!
Okay, but realistically though, how often do I do that nowadays? Nowadays, I'm not talking about historically. I'm talking about nowadays. This isn't a test of how autistic I was at 19. This is a test of how autistic I am.
You will definitely agree on that.
Still?
Trying to back.
I feel like last couple years.
You do. I think
not
some
as much
things
of a problem.
you do. It's not as much of a problem, but you still do go on. Yeah, actually, I think
but
about
not about the same things though. I go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, but not about the same thing.
Well, I mean, by the time you're done speaking about the same thing, the days have passed.
They're the ones who clarified and added the word about the same thing. Not my fault. They didn't end it at going on and 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 on. Not my fault they didn't end it there.
Could it be like, on and on about his history? Because you do that.
No, it's the same thing.
But does that qualify as the same thing?
Daniel.
Yes.
If going on about one topic counts, then I think Biza talking in the English language counts. In which case, she goes on and on and on and on using words she has no right to use.
But by that definition, you're like one level above definitely agree.
Exactly. So, I don't know. She used the word. Hell, I forgot the word that she used twice earlier.
Pace.
I know.
What word was it? I forgot the fucking word.
Yeah, you know what it is.
No, I honestly forgot the word. I don't remember it.
Parse.
It started with a P. Parse. That's right. You have no right to use that word. Did you know Abraham Lincoln? Did you know Abraham Lincoln himself? He invented that word. He invented that word.
Yeah, and you're putting it in the grave.
Don't put Abraham Lincoln's name in vain. You have no right to use that word unless you knew Abraham Lincoln personally.
What I'm parsing from this situation right now is that you're hopeless. You're a hopeless freak, actually.
Yeah. like this is only confirmed. Like beforehand, like I had a clue that you were just like completely and utterly hopeless, but now it's like kind of confirmed now.
Yeah.
So like, getting
Yeah,
back on the topic, you will put definitely agree here.
Yeah.
because it's not
I
anymore.
think you do.
It's not anymore, bro.
Yeah,
No, just,
you're
just
like the
recently.
type to like kill somebody and like continue killing somebody, and then the day after you kill somebody, you're like, oh, that was the old me.
No.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
bro. Then you need to be up there with me, bro.
Listen to me. You gotta listen to me, guys.
Sorry, I took my headphone off to itch my ear for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
would.
buddy boo.
Yeah, if I'm up there, you're up there with me, because you don't go on and on and on like I do, but you certainly talk about the same topics. Yeah.
Well, like for you guys,
Yeah, I wish-
kind of do it.
It all depends on what qualifies as the same thing.
See, I'm using that technicality in my favor here.
Yeah, I know you are.
So
You little
it's
prick.
it's
Guess just move
staying
on.
there. It's staying there.
Yeah, where is it staying? What did you do?
Slightly agree. You know, I didn't definitely agree, but I slightly agreed.
Yeah, just move on.
All right.
Hey, don't tell me this is gonna be another coconut crab.
Shut the fuck up.
Answer? Yeah. Question 39, 31, Nathan.
Yep. 39-31.
Okay. When I was young, I used to enjoy playing games involving pretending with other children.
Definitely.
Definitely agree.
Yeah, as soon as video games hit, that shit dropped off.
Yeah, it did.
Oh
But
god.
I loved it.
True. I like to collect information about categories of things.
Slightly agree.
I feel like this one,
Luke.
like,
You
ever
can't.
so
You got out
slightly
of.
peeked into my soul and read me like a book. And then they made this test after reading me like a book and put this question in here for me. This is 1,000,000% definitely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you can be honest about
I like-
something.
Fuck
Yeah.
Fuck you.
No,
Yeah.
I think it
How
should
many
be
book?
fuck
How many
you, but-
bookmarks do y'all have combined? Maybe like 1,000.
I don't know. I don't count.
Yeah, exactly. I have like
I
30.
can't count.
I have.
I have 37,000 bookmarks in my phone.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
should be illegal.
Wonder
My
why
phone's
your
Google
fucking
browser.
phone is.
That should be illegal. You're not even in school, bro.
You can't stop me, Batman. Sometimes, Batman, it's only about the information.
Yeah. And you're asking, oh, why do I have such a high score? You should have a higher score.
Naniel is also indefinitely agree, just to a lesser extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I feel like they should have like 3 above that. Saying
Yeah.
like most certainly agree, supremely agree, spiritually agree.
Spiritual agreement. I find it difficult to imagine what it would be like to be someone else. I put definitely disagree.
Yeah, but definitely.
Mhm. I feel like I'm leaning more towards definitely disagree than slightly disagree.
For the most part, yeah, I feel like that's probably true.
Yeah.
I like to plan any activities I participate in carefully.
To slightly disagree, because I don't like it like carefully, you know. I'm just like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, I put in slightly agree.
I put in slightly agree.
Yeah, because I don't really not like maybe like a third of the time I won't really care what happens as long as I'm warned about it. You know?
You're a little pussy already.
Yeah, I gotta lube up.
Yeah, lube up.
I enjoy social occasions. I
This
put
is slightly agree.
Yeah, I slightly agree.
Okay. I feel like the social questions aren't weighted as heavily as the number questions.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Hey, because I put like if I was truly
what's
autistic,
going on with you. I think this website was built specifically for you.
yeah, specifically to entrap me because this is bullshit. They like gave the like if I was actually an autistic fuck, right? I would hate social events, occasions, get-togethers, whatever, right? But they weight these questions at like 10% of the number ones. I feel like the social questions should be weighted higher than the number ones. Not 1/10 as much.
We're not talking about psychopaths, Boo Bear. We're talking about autists.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I just don't know fuck all about being autistic. But I feel like somebody who's an autistic fuck is going to be sitting there slapping the side of their head if they're at a party or something, like Rain Man. Right?
I think there are probably social butterfly autistic
Look,
people. It's just that they don't know.
Jeez.
No, I feel like there are, or can be. No, wait, there can be social butterfly like autistic people. They just don't know the nuances of navigating social situations.
Maybe. But I feel like this is like most autistic people in social situations.
That was due to his trauma.
Hot water burn baby.
Yeah, see? Hot water burn baby. Social occasion burn retard.
And mentioning coconut crab hurt Boo Bear.
Yeah. Burn Boo Bear.
True. Also interchangeable with the word retard. Boo Bear / retard. Those are my
yeah, those are your pronouns.
Pronouns. Yeah. Oh, my dumbass was about to say acronyms.
L.
I find it difficult to work out people's intentions. Slightly agree.
I said slightly disagree.
Yeah, side-eyed Zaw would say that.
Yeah. I know it.
Yeah, slightly.
You feel it. You feel it in the. You feel it in the force. In the.
Yes, I feel it in my bone.
Herbivore gaming. Herbivore.
Yeah.
Gaming.
Herbivore gaming.
I'm like grass, predator.
True.
Grass.
New situations make me anxious. Slightly
Definitely agree. I definitely agree. It does make me anxious, and I can still enjoy things even while being anxious.
Yeah. I enjoy meeting new people.
Slightly agree.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in between slightly disagree and slightly agree. If this were like, 2 to 3 years ago, I would definitely do slightly disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
48. I am a good diplomat.
Maybe yourself, asshole.
I put slightly disagree. Because if I'm involved with the situation, I'm not. If I'm not involved with the situation, I am.
Yeah, I put myself at slightly agree.
Yeah, classic period Boo Bear moment.
But I do feel like you're a better diplomat. So.
In situations where it doesn't involve myself, yeah.
I did slightly disagree.
Yeah. Yeah, in situations where it doesn't involve me, yeah, but also, if, like, someone's clearly in the wrong, I don't really have a whole lot of patience for them. If it's, like, even, though, if it's, like, half and half, where I can definitely see both sides, then, yeah, it's a lot easier to be a diplomat.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's so situational. I feel like I put slightly disagree because I'm also counting for like the situations that I'm involved in.
Yeah.
But yeah. 49. I'm not very good at remembering people's date of birth.
Slightly agree. That's like, I do actually remember people's birthdays. I don't know how. Maybe it's because I connect it to them rather than a number, but I do remember people's birthdays more.
Generally, the closest I get to remembering people's birthday is remembering their birth month. I generally get within like 5 days of their actual birthday.
I slightly disagree because I feel like I remember people's dates of birth quite well, but not like, amazingly well.
Okay. I find it very easy to play games with children that involve pretending. I put
It's a definitely agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I put slightly agree. Because I can do it, I don't find it very easy because I generally don't give a fuck.
It just comes naturally to me, I guess.
Yeah. I'm generally like, wow, dang, whoa.
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so my score is still 27.
My score is still 20.
I'm still 9.
Weren't you 21?
No, remember, I changed one of the questions because I was like, oh, okay, wait, I'm the opposite of that.
Oh, okay.
Yikes, so like, you're like, oh, you're lying. Oh, my
Dang! Everything was on the line for me.
True.
Everything. His whole soul was on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still 9.
You guys are lying.
Okay.
You guys are lying.
Next time.
You should be at fucking 35.
When we stream tomorrow, yeah, you should be at like 70.
Yeah, okay, bud. Yeah, okay, the results don't lie, motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'd like
Tomorrow?
to tell you that. I would like you to tell me straight to my face that what you just said.
I don't remember.
Because I know you're
and
gonna
I don't
be
really care.
I know you're gonna be looking away from my authoritative eyes. Yeah, you're scared of me. You're scared of me.
Okay.
He's got a point.
Tomorrow, we're gonna do the same thing, but with 8 values.
You're really hammering it in, but okay.
Yeah.
We should do an ADHD quiz.
Oh my god. I don't think that's necessary.
I know, I've already been diagnosed with it, but I just wanted to see how you guys.
Oh god. Alright, we might be able to do one.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
but I'm finna looking to go to bedroom.
Yeah, it's 5:30 a.m. and we've been streaming for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yep.
I didn't think it would go on that long.
Yeah, I know
Well,
it's gonna
good
go
old
on that
Boo
way.
Bear.
Yeah, classic Boo Bear.
Hey, I wasn't the one taking forever.
Oh, yeah, essentially you were. You're the biggest thorn in our side. So of course we're gonna, argue with you.
Okay, Dry.
We had to defend ourselves,
Yeah, we had to go on the defense and attack. Specifically with 31 and 39.
Yep.
Okay.
Remember that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I might go up a point remembering these numbers.
How can you go up a point when you've already maxed out the test?
Yeah, you say that, but how many points below you am I under you?
The test was bullshit because it heavily weighted towards number questions as opposed to social questions. As opposed to social questions. That test was dog shit.
Yeah, it's only dog shit because you got a higher score, bozo.
Damn right, it's only
Yeah, if
dog
you were
shit because I
9,
got a higher
you'd be
score.
like, ooh, this is one of the most nuanced, amazing tests ever.
Yeah.
Damn right I would be. Just like you have every incentive to be the way you are right now. You're like, I'm terrible with numbers, but I'm autistic as fuck in every single other area of my life. It's like, you only got a 9. You're actually less autistic than 95% of people in society. Okay, dude. Okay.
Yeah, that's because you only perceive me to be more autistic because you're too autistic to see that I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, with my whole soul, Pizza.
Equally autistic, just in different ways. And this quiz weighted heavily towards numbers.
Okay, bud.
Absolutely.
Okay, bud. That's so cope. Maybe you should, take off that copium mask and breathe fresh, rational air for once.
Rational air?
No.
No. You're getting crushed, Boo Bear.
Yeah.
If I take off the copium, I'm gonna fucking die.
Hate to be you right now, bud. I would really hate to be you.
I'm reeling from the information.
Yeah.
I'm just reeling from
There's
hearing
actually
your
no
voice
way I'm
once.
less autistic than Daniel, though. Great.
Well, that's the thing, is you can't be super autistic in one way and not be autistic in any other way. Fortunately, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the test
It's okay though, Boo Bear. We still accept you.
No, we still accept
when
you
the
just
test
barely.
is that dog shit weighted for number question.
Don't look.
That's insane.
We won't reject you for this. We'll still barely accept you.
It actually clarifies everything. It actually clears up a lot.
I feel really bad.
It actually makes it easier for us to accept you.
Daniel, even with the weighted number questions, you're still closer to me than Bezaw. So I don't want to hear it from you.
Only by a couple points. But how far ahead? How far ahead are you?
7 points.
Yeah, and how far behind is Bezaw?
11?
It's 4 points.
Bro.
So you admit that 7 points is quite a leap from me to you, right?
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dang! You know,
4 points
got a point.
is 50% more.
Yeah. So you would admit that
Daniel,
7 points is a huge leap.
you're 50% closer to me than Bezaw.
Yeah, but that means you admit that 7 points is a huge leap.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah!
That's why I said even accounting for the weighted number questions. Yep. You know what? Good point. I'm ending the stream.
Yeah, you do that.